Hi guys, I have a very special video for you guys today, which is actually a what I got for Christmas 2020 edition. So if y'all are ready, we're just gonna get started. So the first thing that I got was absolutely nothing because my family doesn't celebrate Christmas and I don't like gift giving because I think it's a waste of money. But while I have you guys here, we're actually gonna go look at Rainbow Kitten Surprise and we're gonna rank every single song from all of their albums. Okay? We're good. So we can just start from the very beginning. Yeah, we can start from Sarah, 7 Plus Mary. That's 2013. So personally, sorry, my laptop just went off. My favorite song off of this album would be Shameful Company. And then my second favorite is American Hero, Devil Like Me, and then Fail. So this album actually, I like the album. It's just not very cohesive, I think. And this was their first ever album, their first ever release, and I feel like they didn't really find their sound that well. So it's a little bit scattered, even though they do have some really good tracks, such as Shameful Company, a lot of enticingly good lyrics. For example, a lyric that comes to mind is alcohol plus information often makes things complicated. Uh, it's good lyric. I like the lyric. It makes sense, I think. That's their first album. I also like the song Hey Pretty Mama. I think it's a okay, the entire album, it's relatively pop, I think. I mean, it is an indie pop band. That's what I would classify it as. But I mean, this entire album compared to their other albums, it's really pop. Devil Like Me, for example, it's like classical pop sound. I mean, it doesn't make it any less bad. It's a very good album. I do enjoy the album a lot, but it's just not super cohesive and it's not the true Rainbow Kitten Surprise sound that I'm looking for. So, their next album came out in 2015 is self-titled RKS. This is actually my favorite album of theirs and it's one of my favorite albums just in general because I really freaking like the band. Um, my favorite song off of this album is American Shoes, which is actually my favorite song from there. Is probably my fifth, sixth favorite song just of all time. Um, American Shoes is my favorite. Then All's Well That Ends. I think this is an extremely underrated song, All's Well That Ends. I think it's very good actually. I really like the somewhat of a humming that he does where he goes, Ignore my voice, it's very bad, I understand that. But I think it's very good. I really like the song and I wish it was a little bit higher up on people's lists. I think it's really critically underrated actually. Another one of my favorites from this album is actually Wasted, and this is another song that I think is very underrated. A lot of people actually hate this song, like really don't like it. So the songs that most people dislike off of this album are the first three. It's Run, Counting Cards, and Wasted. I actually agree with Counting Cards. I don't really love Counting Cards, but I do think Wasted is a very good song. It starts off with this beautiful falsetto that creates the intro, and then the rest of the song, it's pretty good. But I do really enjoy that falsetto, and I think that's what actually turns people off the song. But it's really good. I would highly recommend it just to give it a listen. Cocaine Jesus is the song that most people know Rainbow Kitten Surprise from. Cocaine Jesus is okay. I don't really understand the hype about it. I like the intro. I think the introduction's very good. How it's like almost a spoken word melody, if that makes sense. But I like the song. I like the entire album. I just don't think it's as good as a lot of other songs from them. So I don't really know why that's like the number one song off of a lot of people's list. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. So 2018, How to Friend Love Free Fall. So I actually have a lot of thoughts on this album. I think it's not the best album. I think it's the most cohesive album from Rainbow Kitten Surprise, but I think they lose their sound kind of within this album. Uh, Sam Mello, the lead singer, he has a lot of falsetto that he uses for this album, but I think he overuses it. I think it's something that he should use once in a while, such as on Wasted. I think Wasted is a very good song where he uses it just for the introduction and then loses it for the entire rest of the song. I think that's very nice. Um, but a lot of these songs, actually, I don't think they're very good. Like, as singles, I don't really like them that much. So, for example, okay, let's say Fever Pitch. It's okay. I mean, I like the introduction. I actually like the introduction of a lot of their songs. But I don't know. A lot of these songs, they just don't really stand out to me. They're not that good. I don't really, I hear them, then I kind of instantly forget them off of this album. So I think it's a very good album to listen through front to back. I think the track list makes a lot of sense. I think if you read into the lyrics, it's a very good album, just as a cohesive, when you talk about it cohesively, but the individual singles aren't that good. Holy War, for example, I mean, it's fine, but I would say it's one of my least favorite off of from, Rainbow Kitten Surprise entirely, or even Possum Queen. Actually, a lot of these songs are just my least favorite off of their discography. It's it's a fine, they're good songs, I would say, per se. Um, yeah, they're good songs. They're just not my personal cup of tea. I really like the more rockish tune that you get from a lot of other songs with like a hit of falsetto sometimes. I think these ones rely too much on falsetto, but I do really like Rainbow Kitten Surprise, and I think all of their songs are very good. They're close to 2 million monthly listeners, actually, which is very cool. Um, I remember when they were very little. If you guys want to know how much I like Rainbow Kitten Surprise, I will leave my last FM in the description box. And just to cap this off, I would like to say thank you for watching. I doubt any of you guys did because this is a 7-minute long video of me talking about Rainbow Kitten Surprise, which is my favorite band. But I was their top something something zero, an amount of zeros, 1% with 40,000 minutes of Rainbow Kitten Surprise. That's kind of insane. Kind of a lot of Rainbow Kitten Surprise, actually. But it's okay. They're my favorite band. I will love them until I die. If you guys are listening, please come to Portland. I would nut in my pants. Thank you.